The M24 Chaffee is easily one of the most broken vehicles in the game when it's top tier and you're against, low tier players. So today I'm going to be playing it. We'll see what type of results we get. All right, so as I predicted, we're bottom tier for this because that's exactly what happens when you try to seal club in a tier 5 tank and there's only 5,000 people on the EU server. I think the way we have to go about doing this, because this map is trash, is we have to focus on kind of playing towards the arty. So we're going to teleport up to there. And from here I wanted to look for shots on all of the plebs who are aggressive on the 9 line. Now, what I have to be careful of here is getting lit, because that always gets you killed. Luckily I have 6th Sense on this vehicle, and we're going to reverse in here so we don't really have to worry about that. Now there's a TD directly behind me who might get lit and get me shot, but I'm going to go for scouting damage. That's the primary goal when you're bottom tier in this type of position. Alright, so as expected, I only spotted 2 tanks and absolutely nothing has happened to them. From here, I really would love to go to the city. Like, if nothing's happening on this flank, it fucking sucks and it gets really boring really quickly. And I'd rather, like, go engage a T-29 in the city as opposed to being bored, sitting in a bush like the Super Hellcat and doing nothing. So we're going to actually fight the Churchill in a city context, and that's where I actually expect this tank to do very well. Actually, we have shots from here. None of these will pen, so there's no point taking these shots and letting this Churchill 7 know that I'm here. Of course, I get spotted, but it doesn't necessarily mean he notices me, and we can actually set up a crossfire with the King Tiger. So the Churchill made a really shitty play to cross the bridge, because there's no way he's getting out of this alive. I just want to see if I can get damage before my team... Oh, fuck. That's a mistake that I just made. Okay, we've got the flank. Hopefully the 67 doesn't shoot me. Okay, we get 1 shot of damage. That's a T-29, so I'm going to pull to the right to get safe from him. Okay, I don't get the kill because I've got a 4-second reload. T-29's looking away, and this is where we push in. Okay, that one went in. That's not very good shooting on the move. The T-29's making the right play. So his job is to push into the 1S and just kill the 1S before he gets flanked. Now, my job is to try to keep the 1S alive for as long as I can. That would require me to pen the rear of this guy. And yeah, actually, this DPM isn't too bad. It seems to be pretty... Like, it's not the best, but it's also not the worst. So what I might try doing is I might try circling this guy, but this is a city, so it's already a hard play. What I can do is I can use this KV, whatever the fuck it is, for cover as I shoot this guy in the track and just go for damage. He's got a mark, so actually I'd be worried about arty here. And if this guy is looking away and shooting, I'm going to move. I just don't want to get clicked, right? So that's the justification for that play. He is making it really hard because I can't pen his upper front plate without, gold. Fantastic. Okay, now I have legs, so that's making things difficult. We should be able to deal with this. And so what I'm doing is I'm just trying to keep this vehicle in between myself and this guy, and arty should eventually help me out. He's looking for shots, so I'm going to kind of keep moving to try to make things difficult for him. But I've got his rear at basically all times, and I want to save my HP here. So if this guy's doing what he's doing... Actually, it seems like a reasonable play from him. I should eventually get support, to be honest. I'm just going to try to keep myself safe, and I'm hoping that someone manages to shoot him. Yeah, exactly. Now that's forcing his hand, and really... I just want to see if I can... This is so good. Can we get the kill? No, fuck. Oh, he missed. Perfect. Okay. Yes, okay, we got him. We're up to 900 dead. This thing is so good. I love this tank so much. It's actually a lot of fun, especially when I've had really bad, I feel like I've just had really unlucky matchmaking, but this thing, when it works, it is so good. Okay, so arty takes a shot at us. They've won the 1 line, basically. Well, they've won up to here on the 1 line, and so for us to push that, it's not going to work, but for them to push us, it's not going to work either, and that's Erlenberg in a nutshell. What you could consider doing, and this is what most people would consider doing, is pushing the mid. Honestly, if people like this Poodle are just going to push in, I don't really care. I'll just sit here and try to use my DPM. Of course. What happened to my damage? Come on. Now, a lot of people would go up to mid and kill arty right here. This is where you don't do that, because you get 1 shot by arty who's ready for... arty expects it, There's nothing defending their mid. An arty player would totally realize, and maybe you'd catch 1 arty off guard, but you'd never catch all 3. So you just get 1 shot by their arty, and pushing towards the arty right now would actually be a bad play, unless you were going to do it, kill 1, and then leave. And really, with this context, I think I might do that. So... if you're going to watch what I do, notice how if A waited, I didn't immediately go, so they don't know I'm coming. They probably thought, if someone expected me to come, I would have done it by now. The person who made the play to counter me would have moved by now. So this is a decent play based on the timing, and I'm going to be very careful. A lot of lights get killed when they're trying to fight arty, and that's not a mistake I want to make. And so what I'll do is I'll set my binocs in a position like this, see if we can spot the 67 or whatever. If nothing gets lit, I'll just keep moving forwards, and once I find 1 arty and kind of get spotted, we're just going to turn right around and get the hell out of there. So these bushes make it really easy. Okay, that's a Stug. And this is exactly what you have to be careful of. So this guy's obviously not spotted. He seems to have Sixth Sense or something insane like that. Incredible. We have Sixth Sense too. He's not spotted us, and really we can just return, set up our Barnax, and the second he shoots or anything... Oh my god, we lost the AMD. So this is why I have to be this careful. Now, what I might expect is someone over here might move around to try to do whatever play is possible on Erlenberg. This map's really hard to push, so it wouldn't surprise me if the Super Hellcat moves to try to find another angle in the middle of the map or something. And so I'm facing my tank towards safety because it's possible that someone from the one line comes and like rotates and... Oh, he just drowned. There you go. What? How the hell did he know I was there? Is he cheating? I'm gonna watch the replay and see if my Sixth Sense went off. Okay, so I just watched the video. I think this is the first time I've ever played with someone, like against someone, where I've actually been thinking that they're cheating. Because what happened is I knocked this fence over, and there's a mod in World of Tanks that you can get that shows you when an object is knocked over. Now, I'm not really saying for sure that this guy's cheating. It's very possible that the Stug that I shot communicated, but, you know, the Stug's the type of player to sit in A6 all game. Like, I don't think it's that likely. I wonder if this guy... There's no way the Bishop was looking at this fence to see if it broke. I wonder if on his minimap, or unless he got very lucky and just acts like for whatever reason knew I was there, I wonder if he noticed that this fence broke and then shot here. I seriously suspect that that was some... Like, that's not normal. You know, I've played the game for how many thousands of games, and that never happens. And I've never... I think... There's been times in Clan Wars where I thought someone was cheating, but never in a pub game. Oh, well, there's nothing I can do about it. Let's go play another, and... What the fuck? So I went and got the Artie player's replay. This is where he kind of starts off the game by focusing me down. You can see, here I am against the T-29. The King Tiger's dead. He, you know, is looking for shots, and they just don't happen. And, you know, this is fine. I expected, like I said, there's no way an Artie player wasn't looking at me while this was happening. And at the time, there was no one else on my team left. So that happens. He doesn't get a shot on me, and so, you know what happens there. And this is what I think is so cool. So he moves, and he crosses the river, which is a great play. I think that's a really good play, and the reason that's a good play is because his team loses the mid, right? So very reasonable for him to expect me to come up the mid, and so him moving, very justifiable play. He comes over to this position, which we knew because we got shot by him, and this is where he decides to play the rest of the game from. So I'm going to slow it down right here. You can see an AMD pops up. So one thing I want to point out is kind of how he engages the AMD. He takes a very risky shot, but he's got a high reload, so that works. And from here, you can see he's... I mean, that AMD makes a really silly play, just getting stuck right there. And then he goes and drowns. And after that, watch what happens here. So I was watching this guy's aimer, and this is what I think is kind of fishy about this replay. You can see at this time, I was in... Or no, I wasn't. Okay, never. I think this is like totally normal. After watching this replay, watch what happens. He looks here, and this is where I was shooting at the Stug. So at this point, I'm in this bush right here, and you can see the Stug is pinging B5. Now, from his perspective, you can see his initial presupposition is in this bush, and so that's why I don't think he's cheating. Because at around this time, if we press G, you can see that this fence... Like, by now, I probably knocked it over. We can't see that, actually, from the view, so he has no idea that I knocked over this fence. But he's looking in the wrong bush, and so this is exactly what I think is very... Look at this fucking shot right here. So the Stug B pings the map, and then look at this shot. He shoots right there, and he gets me. What the... That is the first time that has ever happened to me. He absolutely one-shot me. That is a fantastic shot from this guy. Luckily, my team goes on to win the game, but holy fucking shit. That is a great shot from Steph over here. So I actually don't think he's cheating. It's a bit annoying that I got, you know, clicked the way I did. I still want to play another, so let's get started on that. Dude, it's so cool that Steph sent me that replay, because otherwise I would have thought, A, that he was cheating, and I never... There's a lot of validity, I think, when I think someone's cheating, because I never really accuse people... There's been one game in a Hellcat that I played years ago where I was like, this guy's using tree down like 100%. In that case, I don't think so at all. And so I think it's really important for people to realize, like, the vast majority of people that you think are cheating really aren't. And if you got the replay from them, you'd see exactly how they knew you were there. And in that case, it was just teamwork, man. Like, that Stug pinged exactly where I was, and Steph was paying attention. So fantastic job to him. I think I have to focus on this game now. Not get caught up in the last game. What I'm going to do from here is I'm going to, well, everyone knows my play on this map, but I think I want to try something different. I want to try playing the south, and this is a play that I never make, and so, you know, this isn't something you'll see often on my channel, but I'm going to try going to the south on this map and seeing how well I do, because this is something, you know, if you're trying to come up with new plays, doing them in low tiers will give you a better idea. It's less punishing. You know, if you did this in a tier 10 game, you'd get hit by an STRV as you came down this ramp. So from my perspective, this is a way better angle to do this type of thing from. So on this map, there's actually a lot that you can do that's really auspicious. And auspicious means conducive to success for someone who doesn't speak English as their primary language. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up to this angle if I can. Okay, first things first, I'm going to hide. What I love to do is I love to get into here and then shoot people in the back. It's so good. The problem is if someone like this 3485M is there, you know, you get put in a crossfire. So I actually need to wait for him to die. And this position is actually a very decent scouting position. I've used to see great games from here. Now, I want to see... I really do want to get up here. Now, I think you have to be careful about the timing, and I'm probably being way too aggressive trying this. But hey, we're going to see if we can make this work. At the very least, I'll spot people like the Cromwell B or people over here. And so like by being here, it's at least a decent play. Now, what's happening is the Lux is actually spotting everyone and the Lux is going to die. So what you'd expect, especially with our lack of... Oh, I'm going to shoot at this guy because I can. I want to get him out of the fight. Good. Okay, so we get the kill. Now, I don't think I'm going to get lit by that. Maybe the OI. What the fuck? Okay, that's a lot of spotting damage that should be coming my way very quickly. Because I just shot and I didn't get lit, I'm going to fall back and we're going to try to shoot this guy right here because I want the damage. And I think that I can make... This is, you know, a low risk, high reward play in my opinion. We've got the OI. No one's shooting at him. This is definitely what I think is the right play. See if we can respot him. I think he's in the bush right now. The OI is using a bush. We'll set up our binocs actually. That's exactly what's happening. And this is why... You know, just as an example, when you're scouting, you have to be so careful. We've got a fucking OI in the middle of jack shit nowhere, and he's still alive. If you were relying on your team here, you'd be so dead. Now, the beauty of this position, especially with the looks behind me, is like I have shots in this 3485M, and if the OI's your, like I don't know the OI's your inch, I don't play this tier, but you know, I don't think I'm gonna get lit for taking these shots. And as that 34 flanks people, I'm in such a good position. And eventually, actually, I'll just do that right now. If I don't have shots in 3485, I'm gonna see if I can get behind the lack of people over there. And often what you can do is you can actually come up the ramp. When I used to make this play, I'd always come to the berm. You know, they changed the way this is, but I'd come up to here and then I'd climb the ramp and I'd kill an arty and then run away. So we're gonna see if that happens. Okay. Where would an arty sit? If I was an arty player, so I think the way to do this is I think I'm gonna go to the left and try to avoid these Muppets over here. Yeah, exactly. This guy's not going to notice me. Oh, fuck. This guy doesn't know I'm here. Okay, so the martyr clearly knows I'm here. I'm going to have to kill this guy and then leave. He bounces his first shot. I'm going to get the second one into him. He reloads so quickly. Holy shit. Okay, good. We get the kill, and now we're going to get out of there. The 3045M is exactly where you'd expect him to be. He's cleaning up the northern side of the map, and these guys will know I'm here. So I'm going to spot the T28, put a shot. I'm just going to try to use the accuracy on the move of this vehicle, and we're going to have to get the hell out of here. Now, the route I'm taking is risky, but I do have support. You can see T40 and Type 58. That's a full HP tier 6 tank who's sitting behind me, but I want to get clear of this because that's going to start shooting down onto me. What the hell have I done? That martyr must be so triggered. Now, we're up to 1,000 spotting, which is exactly what you want in a light tank like this, especially if you're trying to mark it. I think the best way to deal with this is to sit in a position like... I'm not going to get shots. It's not going to work. I want to get somewhere like here, because I can shoot them down the one line. As they come down... are we going to get shots? This guy has to fall back, right? He needs to reverse off the cliff, and it doesn't look like he knows how, so I'm not even going to rely on that. And basically, we're just going to try to get into a position like so to shoot them as the... This is a corridor. I can sit in H1 and shoot them and spot them as they come down, and that's a lot of free damage. Now, we're pushing through the south, so what I want to do... And they're not spotted for long enough. If they were spotted going back to base, I'm just going to push the north, but we don't know where they're going, so we're going to have to be somewhat careful. And we'll see how this goes. We're up to 1,000 spotting. This is really good. Okay, that's an easy 8. I have gold. 400 meters. I don't think he'll spot me. Put one into him, and he's falling back. So this is really good for me. That I see that they've got a Matilda in their base, which is also good. And I'm going to shoot this guy for sure. Basically, I just need these shots to pen, because to me it looks like they'll actually win this if we're not careful. But I'm going to focus down their high-tier vehicle, of course. Now, in this case, this guy's the only one lit, and I think what I want to do is change the angle a bit. I want to kill the EZ8. The problem is the looks can clip me out, and that would totally... Dude, this game... There's so many... Oh my god, this is so good. We can change the angle on the EZ8, see if we can get into this bush. I don't think he'll spot me. My camo's pretty decent. And from here, we can light him and try to get him out of the fight. The thing is that looks could totally clip me out. I'm pretty sure he can. So here I'm not spotting the EZ8. He's definitely fallen back here. The type's going to push up. My binocs can verify that he's fallen back and doesn't have something stupid like a camo net. And from here, really, most people would do exactly what this Type 58's doing. I'm just going to... Oh, fuck. That's not what I wanted. HE? Dude, what is he doing? Do I push this guy if he's shooting HE? Let's try it. Gives me a side. He pens me. We've got a repair kit back up. That's great. Now we have to join and help out the south, because there's no way this P-43 should expect to survive. They've got a Cromwell and 2 Luxes who are dealing with him. And so this guy's in such a bad position. Now, what you could do here, and this is what a lot of people would do now at this stage of the game, is they drive up the ramp. Well, what do you think this Lux is doing? He's probably trying to find a way to flank this P-43. And so for me to drive into this ramp, it's a really good way for me to get clipped out by a Lux, because, you know, if you were a light tank player in this position, you'd think you'd want to flank the P-43. So because the P-43 is going up here, that actually works out perfectly for me. I can kind of try to sneak up like so. Basically, the thing here is if the Lux maybe did something like this, he'd notice the P-43 stop, and that kind of gives me an opening. So that's kind of the logic behind my play. That's the Lux. There he is. Kind of doing not at all what I would expect. Looks like he's not even... Hello? Incredible. Bold strategy from this Lux. He's busy expecting the graphic design of World of Tanks. How did that miss? I just don't want to die right here. M41 kills the AFK. Great shot to the Yardy. Really prioritizing their targets right there. Thank you so much. I'm glad we got to play with Yardy. Now, from here, it's a bad angle to take, because Cromwell's going to be up here, right? Oh, no, he's not. Okay, so because I would expect Yardy to be here, though. And so for me... Dude, that is such a good play from this Lux. Holy shit, he managed to get me, but still, I had a really fun time. We did 1,000 damage, 1,000 spotting, and I think we should... The Lux is so good. I really need to play that thing. This guy's going to be able to win us the game, I'm sure of it. The Type and the P-43. Let's go take a look at the end plates. That type of death happens, you know, but I still thought we played really well despite of it. Normally I like to show replays where I actually live to the end of the game and don't get clipped out like an idiot, but hey, that was a Mastery Badge first class. We did very well. 1,100 damage, 1,300 spotting. You know, can't really ask for a better game than that. That was, I had a lot of fun making this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it too, and yeah, thanks for watching. Bye for now. P.S. I will be making a Minecraft video at some point this week. Either tomorrow or on Saturday, there will be a Minecraft upload. So stay tuned. I'm working on it. I've just been busy. Holy shit, have I been busy. Goddamn. Anyways, I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.